Expat culpa al gobierno de Costa Rica por la gentrificación, pero dice que ellos traen beneficios para el pueblo.
Why is that? They don't require you to be a Costa Rican resident to buy land. You don't have to be a resident to run a business. You don't have to be a resident to build or buy a home. None of those things. You don't have to be a resident. You could be a perpetual tourist. You know that one, the 90-day back and forth thing? You could do that and you can still buy a house. You can do a business, all that. Now so they've made it easy. So don't kill the gringo. You let us, the locals let us in here, or the government did. We'll get to that in a minute. But what you may not know, now why would you? Almost half the countries in the world have a lot of requirements for foreigners. Some don't let them own anything. Some of them you can buy a condo, but you can't buy land. Some of them, well, you can buy something, but a local has to own 51% of it. That seems like that opens up some problems. My point is, a lot of countries make it difficult for someone to live there and actually own stuff. My point, Costa Rica makes it very easy. All right. There's a couple reasons for that. I think, obviously they're looking for investment. Now, it is true that they have money issues. Maybe they've always had money issues, but they've been doing this a long time. I think a lot of it's tied to the tourism industry as well. But for some reason, Costa Rica's always been an inviting country. The people are very nice here. I don't know. Panama's a little different to me. My opinion of Panama is the people don't really like you. They look at you almost with contempt. In Costa Rica, they don't do that. They're very nice. Even no matter what they think about you, they're not telling you, and they're nice to you. So I like that. But what I am talking about, I may not be talking about gentrification and all that, but I am talking about rich people. Rich people, it doesn't matter if it's a rich gringo, an American, a German. There's a lot of Germans here. There's a lot of Canadians here. There's a lot of foreigners here. And if they got money, they tend to buy in some of the big property areas, which obviously increase, land values. And there's 750 miles of coastline here. And there's a lot of tourism towns along that coastline, and that's it's prime real estate. And rich people like to be where what they perceive as the most beauty, the nicest beach up on the mountain. So they flock to these places, and they obviously make land values very high. And it just similar to gentrification, obviously it does push the people that kind of live around that area out. Now, you got to remember, it started somewhere. Tico's, the locals owned that land at some point, and they ended up selling it or whatever. So rich people do, what they want. So I would also say a couple things. The culture is very nice here. And I do think you have to, you're coming down here and you have to respect their culture. I would make the case that most gringos do come down here to live a more pura vida lifestyle, a simple life. They come here, they might know a few people, but they stay in their little cliques. The people that buy like the farmland and they're starting a little business, they circle themselves with, trustworthy locals and their families, and they become one big family. That happens a lot down here. People that are running, let's say, a teak farm, they have their workers and they become kind of one group. They're doing their thing. Nobody's really coming down here, I believe, and trying to start, a gringo way of doing things. And I'll tell you why, because those people don't make it here. The ones that are trying to, hey, my country's the best, you should listen to me, my way or the highway, what are you guys doing? You're doing it wrong. They don't last, man. They don't last. The culture is not going to change here. They love their country. They love their way of life. Whatever you read, and they're like, oh, we want to be like, North America. No, they don't. No, they don't. They love their culture. They love their way of life. And you're not going to change it. And if you think you are, you're not going to last long. So the people that are here, I believe, want to be here. I think you need to contribute. You should be contributing. Not only do you, show your respect to their way of life, I think contributing to it is also, very important. So the people that do buy the beachfront condos and that property and stuff, the good thing is they are bringing in the jobs. They're doing a lot of good, the good part of what you want to say gentrification, but it would be like that anyway. What touristy spot isn't where a bunch of rich people from all around the world flock to? Bahamas, this here, over there, Virgin Islands, whatever it is, rich people go where they think they want to be, and that's going to happen regardless. So I don't think that the gringo, the foreigner is really messing things up. I think they are, for the most part, coming down here to live a Costa Rican culture lifestyle, not a foreigner culture. And if they are, they usually keep to themselves anyway. If they're just doing their own thing, they usually just do their own thing.